He's such a familiar face, or should we say, familiar hair around the valley, that he really doesn't need any introduction.
I think we're contractually obliged to do so anyway. But he's starting a new residency at the Strat, and he's here to dazzle us with his magic this morning. Mary SawChuck, everyone. Good morning,
Good morning. How are you doing? Happy New Year.
We're good. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We gave you that intro about the hair, and he's wearing a hat.
I know, I'm wearing a hat, so I got to do this now. Look at that. You know, I just want to comb my hair today. You see, and you're busting me on it, so now I got to show it off. See, look at that.
But I mean, you know, like Jessica said, I mean, you're such a familiar face around town. You're so associated with the strip and performances. You set the groundwork for so many other magicians to come in with their comedy and that kind of thing. How have things changed for you over the years? I mean, you must have seen so many changes since, like, what, 2002 when you first headlined?
2002 at the Frontier. I mean, when we started at the Frontier, there was no Groupon, you know, for ticket sales. There was no ticket booths along the Las Vegas Strip. I don't even know if there was Ticketmaster. Like, you had to buy tickets at the hotel. Like when Siegfried and Roy, you went to see them because they were the biggest things in town back then. To buy their tickets, you had to call the Mirage and make a reservation with your credit card over the phone, you know, and they were like,
I think people at hotels would think that's a joke now if you were to do
hilarious,
that. Like,
right?
what are you
so
doing?
Archaic. Like now we just take our phone, book it, do it. But then also they didn't have the extra fees. Like when you buy a ticket now for like $100, somehow it's $165. Like where does that $65 come from? It's
now
all
he's
the
starting to
box
sound like
office
us.
fees, all that stuff. You know, I was saying it was a $100 ticket, but that was back
really
in the
grind
old
our
days.
gears. Every now and then we're like, man, we kind of sound like we're just like aggravated.
Right.
But before we get more into it, let's get into the magic.
Sure.
That's really exciting.
Sure.
What are you going to be doing for us
I'll show you a
today?
trick. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I brought some vintage cards
do
with
it.
me from my old hotel, which is the Tropicana, which as we know is no longer there anymore. So some
R.I.P.
vintage cards for you guys. And there's 52 cards here, as you may know. The only difference is the corners are cut off, so you can't go back in the casino and use them. And clearly you can't with these deck of cards because the hotel's no longer there. I'm going to have you help me, all right?
Okay.
I'm going to have you select a card, and you say stop whenever you wish, all right? So here we go.
Stop.
Right there? All right, have a look at the card. Show the cameras. And I'm not going to look, obviously, because the camera's everywhere. But I'm not going to see the card. Doesn't really matter if I see it or not, but all right.
Okay,
you got that?
Okay,
great.
yes.
I'm going to like this, place it anywhere in the deck cards you want. Doesn't really matter. Okay, great. Shuffle the cards up for me. Actually, let me just do this in half.
With those nails?
I know
That
exactly.
could take a while.
Actually, I can just do this, right? And most people pick cards, and then I find them. It's kind of boring. So we're going to do that because we don't need the cards anymore. We don't need the cards
We're going to have
anymore.
to clean that up.
You are, yes. But we have time. We have all day.
All right.
And that's not your card either. But I brought this. So here's what I have. I have 5 places, all right, just like this, on my body. Okay, you can see those. That card could appear. My head, my feet, my arms, and 2 other places. The whole direction of the show is sitting in your hands right now, you two. All right.
Okay.
So
No
1
pressure.
through 5. Now, before I go any further, what was the card that you chose?
You want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Go for it.
Ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs.
Yes.
Okay, so we know that. You
Yes.
sure? Yes?
Yes.
Ellie, she's telling the truth?
There's backup, just in case you forgot.
I know. Okay, good. So 1 through 5. Now I have different things written on the back of these, and they're different places on my body where that card could appear. So 1 through 5, which number do you want? Yes.
3.
3, right here. Of course you do. Here we go. Let's have a look. Perfect. Now here's what I love trying. All right. All these cards are, like I said, various cards.
Yeah.
This one obviously says, which is pretty obvious. It says the arm. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
Arm.
pretty easy. So what was your card again?
Ace of clubs.
Ace of clubs.
So proud.
Check this out, Parker.
No.
Is that your card?
No.
No, I have the other 51 written all over my body just in case. But you're very lucky because if you look at the rest of these, I mean, that could have been a really rough start of the show. I mean, that could have been a really rough start. I mean,
Hey, when you've got a good feature, you want to show it off.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
Especially in
right.
these
That
pants.
is
Exactly.
wild.
I
What
mean,
if
look
I
at
went
that,
with another
see?
number?
See, it would have been a different show. You know?
And that's life, the choices we make,
And
consequences.
I just want to say, we had no idea where this was going to go, this magic trick, so this was a great
But he
one.
did say, how does my butt look in these pants today?
Exactly. I did. I know.
Oh,
Exactly. I know.
yeah,
See?
yeah,
That's very cool.
God.
So let's quickly talk about the new residency at the Strat. Because,
Sure,
I mean,
yeah.
that's the kind of thing people expect from you.
Yeah.
The comedy mixed with the magic.
Always, yeah.
How
Yeah.
are you enjoying that, and when's the performances?
I love it. We do it on the weekends, 4 o'clock, and it's a nice time because when you come to Vegas, you got so many options, and there's not many shows at 4, so that's the reason I've really never changed my time, because you can come see me, then go see a Bruno Mars or Lady Gaga, whoever else you want to see, or Carrot Top. So I love that. So we're doing weekends at Strat, LA Comedy, and obviously for me, the way I look, I love comedy. I have a very hard time taking magic seriously, because I'm one of those people that sit in the audience, I watch a trick, and I'm thinking, oh, this is how he did it, because I know everyone else is thinking that.
Right.
So as I started about 10, 15 years ago, I was a serious magician in my 20s, and I won a bunch of awards for doing great sleight of hand. But I realized comedy you can get on TV a lot more, and it's more real. Like people want to be a part of the party, not just fooled. So I think with my style, I've kind of changed that Dennis the Menace kind of, style where when you look like this, how do you take yourself seriously? Let me try and look like Prince. Jesus. Come on now, people.
Great look. As soon as you came in, I was like, I love this. I love what's happening here.
The more tired I am, the more I dress up. That's a little, so you know, if you ever see me in public at an event, if I'm wearing a full suit.
That man's exhausted?
Exactly. And if I'm just kind of wearing t-shirt, jeans, I'm probably more awake. Yeah, isn't that
really
funny?
going for it.
Yeah.
Well, some of the photos that have been, scrolling on, you're photoed with a pup in your hand. And you actually take, you actually give back a lot in the community.
I love rescuing animals. I saw you had a cat on today as well. You know,
available for adoption tomorrow.
That's great. I am good. I think I'm good because we have 3 Chihuahuas at home, long-haired Chihuahuas, and we have a cat named Kitten, really original name, but my wife named it, so don't blame me.
Easy to remember.
Oh, yeah,
Kitten, I know, yeah.
Too. You guys have to have a
Chihuahuas
Chihuahua
too?
party.
Yeah.
How many do you have?
You have 3. Could you make them disappear for a couple of
That's
afternoons?
amazing. We could have a whole, we could almost
We'll
have
get together and do that.
It's a Chihuahua
Let's
party.
talk about this. But guys, thank you so much, Murray, for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And well done, Jessica, for remembering the card. I wouldn't have remembered that.
Thank you.
Murray the Magician is performing hilarious deceptions at the LA Comedy Club at the Strat every Saturday and Sunday from now through April 27th. To get tickets to an upcoming show, just visit murraymagic.com.